Hi, I'm Jamie Wright, middle school librarian, and I'm here to help you find your next great book. Today's episode features nonfiction books about real events from history. Lots of our book talks are very appropriate for upper elementary readers who can access them, even though the recommendations are targeted for middle school readers. A lot of today's books have subject matter that might be best appropriate for middle school or older readers. The Mona Lisa Vanishes by Nicholas Day does some time traveling. It records the moment when the Mona Lisa disappears from the Louvre in 1911, and it goes back farther to examine Leonardo da Vinci and the creation of the painting itself. Peppered with details about artists, security guards, news reporters, and crime detectives, this is an interesting account of the theft of the Mona Lisa and the idea that the theft of the painting is perhaps what makes it the most recognizable portrait in the world. Radium Girls by Kate Moore describes the women who worked in American factories during the First World War. They painted radioluminescent paint made from radium onto watches, clocks, and other instruments. The jobs paid well, and young girls were glad to have them. Small amounts of radium were said to be safe, but the girls were encouraged to lick the ends of the paintbrushes instead of dipping them in water cups. And they sometimes walked into the night after a day's work with glowing paint on their clothes and their bodies. Soon, many girls started to show signs of mysterious illness, and doctors who did not regularly compare notes between cities were independently struggling to treat their patients. Many of the details in this book are hard to read about, so it's not a book for the squeamish, even though this is an adaptation for young readers. It's hard to take as you read about so many young lives and the effects on their families. Another difficult but very important book is The 57 Bus by Dashka Slater. It's a journalist's account of a dare gone horribly wrong in Oakland, California. A teen with a group of friends had a lighter on the bus, and Sasha's tutu caught fire immediately. The author interviews the victim, the teen with the lighter, their friends and families, and community members to explore how this happened and how the incident did and didn't change the people involved, as well as the community. It's a thoughtful exploration of what it means to survive something so traumatic. And instead of labeling the perpetrator a villain and moving on, it really delves into motives and background, and it attempts to show how this unplanned encounter could occur. It leaves readers to wonder how it might have been prevented and where else something like this could happen. Sasha is part of the LGBTQ community, and the media, socioeconomic class, race, correctional systems and laws, as well as justice and forgiveness are all explored in this book. Bomb, The Race to Build and Steal the World's Most Dangerous Weapon by Steve Sheinkin is the story of the development of the atomic bomb. You may be familiar with the recent movie Oppenheimer, which is a look at one scientific profile. But this book explores many different individuals, groups, and locations involved with the development of the atomic bomb. This author is really good at distilling complicated information into manageable concepts, even if you are not a spy or a physicist or a geographer or a soldier. The narrative is fascinating and well researched, and it keeps you turning pages as you collect more and more details against the backdrop of World War II. It's not dry nonfiction, it's a tension building human interest story. There is a graphic novel version of this book as well, and the author has written books about the Cold War, the Vietnam War, Lincoln's grave robbers, the first women's air race across America, and many others. That's it for this episode of Book Talks, Nonfiction You Never Knew You Needed, History Edition. If you're still looking for your next great book, please reach out to your librarian. And remember, a book is always a good idea.